Alright, you probably can't tell, but it is raining outside. I'm in my room in Flamingo. Here's the thing, 50 hours in 4 days. That's this challenge. The reason, so I'm going to tell you the reason, even though the challenge is the 50 hours in 4 days. The reason is because the lighting wasn't great when my back is to the window. Reason? We are in a 4-day tier credit multiplier stretch. Hilarious that it's raining, but I made it into Ballys. Alright, I'm heading to Harris, gonna get a voucher milk because I'm making oatmeal in my room all week, need some milk. Played about 5.5 hours at Ballys. Gonna head to Caesars after I get the milk and bring it back to my room in Flamingo. Alright, back in my room. They did not have white milk. Second day in a row, they didn't have white milk actually. I got chocolate milk and the Red Bulls for herbs and rye. I think he's at Caesars right now. I'm gonna walk over and meet him there and play a session, but the chocolate milk works just fine for the overnight oats. So the plan is like another 5.5 at Caesars. That would be 11 on the day, and then maybe go back to Ballys and with like another 2 or so, and make a little more progress towards the Wednesday PAT. 5.5 Caesars, 2 Ballys. That's the plan. I call audibles. We'll see what's going on. Don't know how late herbs and rye is staying, but I will see you when I finish my Caesars session. All right, it is almost 1. Time at the bottom. Played over 6 hours here at Caesars. It was a little slow at first. Me and herbs and rye were at the same table. Got better socially, got better in terms of play, like raises and calls and showdowns and all-ins, things like that. Alright, if you know your way around Vegas, you know I'm walking out of Caesars Palace, but the last place I played was Bally's. Walked into Caesars for a minute for a reason besides poker, and now I'm heading back to my room at Flamingo, which is right behind the camera. Played, I think it was 13, exact number on the screen. I know at one point towards the end, I looked at the time and I had 12 hours, 42 minutes, and then I played a few more orbits. So I think it's pretty close to 13. Good start. Would have played a little more, but that one table in Bally's, that last little session, things were breaking down. We'll tell you results at the end. Fascinating today, absolutely fascinating that I somehow had a winning day. I think 2 hands went well for me, and like the other 520 hands I was dealt into were either like average, or I folded, or the worst result imaginable, and somehow I pulled out a win. And that's about it. Pretty tired, pretty hungry, and I have things to do in my room for editing purposes before I go to sleep, so I will see everybody tomorrow. Alright, day 2 of this challenge is about to start. Slept 4 hours last night. Great hours, by the way. So I'm gonna watch the last 2 minutes or so. 4 minutes. 4 minutes of this trooper video, and then go down and play. It is 2:27 exactly. Late start, later than I wanted. I mean, I'm pretty confident I'll still do it. I think I'm gonna avoid editing tonight. Last night I got back, I edited something that was very necessary. It was gonna go up very soon. I had to edit that. And then while I was at the computer, I happened to edit everything else that I had footage of that was yet to be edited. So late night, I went to sleep around 7:30. But I think tonight, absolutely no editing. Gonna play, come back, sleep, that's it. And I'll be good for the final 2 days. I played, I don't know, like 4 hours. I was playing No Limit on a table that was not Bill Tate's table, and then I transferred to Bill Tate's table, which was an amazing game. We broke. We had 4 of us. There were 3 No Limit seats, so I played Limit for about 45 minutes just now, and now I'm on my way to get some drinks and then meet Herbs and Rye at the steakhouse. Anything to say, Bill Tate?
I'm looking forward to meeting Herbs and Rye someday. I hear I watched the video. He posted that big tournament win. Yep. It was impressive, and you tried to guess the number of chips.
Yeah,
no, he's looking like a pretty cool guy.
There you have it. So we're gonna get some drinks, and then I'll probably see you guys at Texas State Brazil. All right, I'm back from dinner, parked, kind of tired, very full, a lot of food at the steakhouse, buffet steakhouse, of course. So I'm gonna go to a Caesars. I don't think I'm gonna hit like 12 and a half tonight, but I'm gonna go to Caesars. Ideally, like somehow play like 5 to 6 at Caesars and then like 1.5 at Bally's, and I'd be in like pretty good shape for the rest of this time. But we'll see what happens. right, it's like 3:30. There were like 3 tables going. I thought I would be able to play till like 4:30. That would have been ideal. A table broke. One guy got sent to our table, and then like 5 hands, our table broke out of nowhere. So I want to go to Ballys to just play another hour to hit what I was going for. So I'm just gonna get an hour more sleep, I guess. I'm at I didn't even play 9 hours if I don't get hit by a car. Calm down. All right, it didn't even get to 9, like high 8, still a solid day. Number at the bottom, how many hours I played. And I'm not even at 22. I still need 28 hours in the next 2 days, so it's yeah, it's like 3:30. I'm gonna go to sleep as quickly as I can. So tomorrow's the tough day, on short sleep, get 16 hours in. That's the goal tomorrow, but if that happens around this time tomorrow, things should be fairly, not easy, but like solid. I'll be able to get like a decent amount of sleep going into the last day, and I'll only need like 12 hours going into the last day. All right, waiting to cross the street here. This light takes forever. It's like 11:15, slightly later, like 20 minutes later than I wanted to get out, but plan is I need 28 hours. Like 15 and 13, 16 and 12, something like that, and I'll be good. So 15 or 16 today. All right, a quick 6 hours later, I played my first session of today. Have like a half hour between now, just picked up from cash, and the player appreciation tournament starting. So I'm gonna walk around and get a drink and something to eat. All right, that was a very, very long PAT. Yeah, because of the multiplier, a lot of people qualified, a lot of people playing poker, getting their extra credits. 82 people joined. I think my first one when I came back to town. Last month we had 36 cash, so 82 people were in. I got crippled in the second orbit, somehow still cashed, because I'm amazing at cashing these things, even though I'm terrible at actually winning hands in these things. And yeah, an hour 56 minutes it took for me. I late registered and then played an hour 56 minutes. So I calculated it. 7 hours 25 minutes here in Caesars Palace, and that sets me up for a 13-hour day tomorrow to complete the challenge. Okay, I'm back in my room. It's looking unlikely for the 50. I did play over 10 hours today, and I'm at 32 hours and 3 minutes so far in the first 3 days of the 4. So 18 tomorrow isn't impossible. I mean, I've played 18 hours in a day before, but it's looking unlikely. All right, heading downstairs. I think it's almost 2. I woke up when I wanted, leaving my room a little later than I wanted, but 18 hours is unlikely. My plan is to play Ballys till like 8, because Caesars isn't great during the day, and then like we have the witching hour. People leave for dinner, and a lot of games break down before people show back up again. So probably play Ballys till like 8, and then move to Caesars and play the rest of the night at Caesars. Classic Flamingo, by the way. I happened to find a spot in that mini fridge. Not that it's very big, but a very specific spot where things freeze. So I just ate frozen oatmeal. And today is my last day of the Flamingo reservation. Finally, hot water in the shower. So would have been nice to have it the first 4 days, but I'll take 1 out of 5, I guess. Better than 0 out of 5. I'm gonna go get something in my car, then play Ballys for about 6 hours. Probably see you around 8 o'clock when I'm getting voucher drinks on the way to Caesars. All right, I'm back in my room. I played 55 minutes, another cooler board. I lost set to set for a buy-in. It's fascinating how if the guy has $50 or less, I win, and if the guy has $250 plus, I lose every single time since I've been back. There was a hand I didn't tell you yesterday. A guy was down to, he was playing a ton of hands, and he was down to his last 20 bucks, and I was all in with him pre, and he flopped 12 outs against me. I held. I held when the guy had $20. And then later at Caesars, a guy had a buy-in and I couldn't hold against his 6-outer. And today a guy had a full stack and I lost set to set. I don't care about the challenge anymore, and I don't care about the tier credits, and I'll play poker again eventually. Possibly tonight, probably not, but I mean, I'm playing tomorrow. What else am I gonna do? But I'm just really sick of this, and I'm just gonna like sit here and do something else for the rest of the day. All right, I tried. I went back out. I was willing to play as long as Caesars still had a game going. I wasn't gonna hit the 50, but I was still willing to play like an 8-10 hour day. And in 20 minutes, had top pair and open-ended straight draw, and a guy had just about nothing, and he rivered me. And then somehow, because it's Vegas, we went from a full game to four-handed without enough seats. We went from full to four-handed in like 18 minutes. And then there were not, I think there was one open seat in the rest of the room, so I just left. I'm done for today. So, didn't come close to hitting the 50. All right, in Ballys wanted to wrap up the challenge. So, first of all, this challenge was for hours, 50 hours in 4 days, that was the goal. So, the totals, minus 210 in 36.65 hours, so as bad as things were, the number isn't all that severe, minus 210, and the hours was solid. I mean, it wasn't the 12.5 average per day I needed, but I played more than 9 hours per day. So yeah, so those hours aren't bad, and the number isn't like incredibly bad, minus 210, but that first day, things were like kind of going okay, and then lost a large pot to another backdoor hand, and that kind of deflated things. Second day, I don't remember anything nuts happening the second day. The third day was like also going okay, just because I'm like ahead like halfway through the day. Doesn't mean things went great. It could have meant like 10 things went terribly, and like I made the most out of the one hand that held up, and I happened to be ahead for the day. So that was kind of like how day 3 started. Even though I was up halfway through, or what was supposed to be halfway through my hours for the day, like it wasn't like all that much was actually breaking my way. And then I went to Caesars and everything went as bad as possible. And then day 4, just instantly in the first hour, set to set for a full stack. So yeah, that happened, and then tried to play a little more. Went to Caesars, and in addition to breaking in like 21 minutes, also had another hand lost on the river. So I was just kind of not feeling like playing a ton. And remember, rice is a spoon food.